How you doing?
Good. I'm shooting the M&P Shield Plus, like carry gun.
Okay, do you like it though?
It's a little snappy. All these carry guns are snappy.
All right, well, I got a little bit of an answer right here.
Okay.
This M&P comp carry.
Whoa, that was impressive.
Yeah, let's go run down over our favorite comp carry guns.
Welcome back to Class Firearms, guys. Kaya here with Kenzie.
Back in action.
And we've got Jason here.
What's going on, folks?
And today we're going to find out the basically the best comp carry guns out there. Now we've got 4 of them here because we believe these are the compact ones that you can actually carry that are equipped with a compensator. Now let's talk about comps real quick. And Jason, if you want to hold this real quick. Now this is the Springfield Hellcat Pro Comp. And what a comp is basically a cut on the slide, a big one. Slide and the barrel. So what happens is, this is a clear gun, when you fire it, the gases escape upwards, kind of pushing the muzzle down so you have less muzzle rise. That's about it. And there's also ports. Now ports are just holes. That's the difference, but the idea is the same. Now we have all these 4 guns here and we want to talk about them individually and then test them out, see which one we like the best. What do you guys think?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
First, what do you got?
Yeah, so I have the brand new Smith & Wesson M&P carry comp gun. So similar, like you said with the Hellcat, you've got the barrel actually cut out and then the slide is cut out as well. So you have the gases actually coming up on the top of the slide. I just picked this up. I put a red dot on it. So this is a stock firearm. It's absolutely beautiful. I think Smith did a really good job. Very tactical with Picatinny rail, serrations, all of that. So I'm excited to shoot it more. All I did was zero it.
It's a good looking gun.
Pretty, yeah.
You guys know this is the Springfield Hellcat Pro Comp. Really good gun. We actually most recently did a video with James Reeves over at TFB TV, and we were utterly impressed with this thing. So there's that. Now we have this Glock 19, if you don't mind holding this, thank you. Glock 19, well, Glock 45 actually on a 19 frame. This is Ryan's personal gun, and this is a little bit different. So the Glocks don't come with a comp. What Ryan did was use the Radian Afterburner. It's an attached comp compared to the rest of the guns here. They're actually integrated. This is not integrated, but the idea is the same. You guys see it right there. So it's right, the barrel basically ends right there and the comp comes in, the gas escape upward. That's it. Really good gun. I'm actually curious to shoot this one. See how this feels. And Jason, what do you got?
Well, I have the most non-traditional comp, right? Like they say it's comp, there's no ports in the barrel, but the barrel is actually shorter and ends a little bit more in the slide, but I do have the chunk port cuts up top to, I guess, help alleviate some of those gases as the round is going through. So, I mean, it's comp, but it's not, but it's comped.
That's what they say.
Because that's what they say, science.
They call what, X macro?
X macro.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't use comp.
That's right.
Smart sig. But I think it should help. Theoretically, think about that. It should help with the gases escaping upward.
Right, and technically, both of these guns are 50 state legal compliant when it comes to actually running a compensator. So.
That's correct. Yes, exactly. So I think we should shoot them, see which one actually gives us the best felt recoil, muzzle-wise, right? And then see the shootability-wise, shooting experience-wise, which one we like the best and why. You guys get to it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Very good. Definitely snappier than Glock. All right, Hellcat Pro Comp is about the same as the P365 X Macro. Wow, this is soft. It is. Very nice.
All right, got the Glock up first. Wow. I like it. That dot returns pretty awesome. That's impressive. All right, I've got the SIG. I actually carry one of these occasionally, so let's shoot some more. Yeah. Yeah, as Kaya said, it's a little bit flippier than the Glock. I agree. All right, got the Hellcat Pro. I've actually never shot this, so you're getting dead first impressions. Nice. I like it. Interesting. Definitely a comped gun. Makes sense after the 6, so I like it. All right, last one. We got the Smith. Let's try it out. Dang. Ooh, I like that one. I feel like there's a little bit of a tie between the Glock and the Smith right now. We'll see how the outcome goes.
All right, Glock 45, 19 style. Let's see what's up. P365X macro. Comp. Interesting. Now we have the Hellcat Pro right off the gate. I do not like the grip. I'm gonna hold my thoughts. That's very interesting. Now we have the M&P 2.0 carry comp. Very interesting.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna hold it.
Hold your thoughts. Hold your thoughts.
We're all like,
Let's go back to the bench. Give me that thing.
Okay.
break it down.
Let's break it down, see which one won. You guys got your list in your
Oh
head?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I got mine. Let's go over there.
Do it.
All right, guys, before we start our final results and talk about our top 4 here, we're gonna talk about Rumble. Go to Rumble, Classic Firearms, and check the description of this very video. You'll actually have the links to all of these goodies. So you don't have to do your research, anything like that. You can just go directly and take care of business. Anyways, let's get to our opinion. Okay, I've got my list in my head. I just immediately after I shot them,
Same.
I knew which one was number 1, 2, 3, 4. But we should start with Kenzie, since you're our guest here.
And I've actually never done a side-by-side immediately. Like I've
Okay.
1 or 2 guns maybe, but doing all 4 was interesting. So,
Number 4.
which makes sense to me, it's gonna be the SIG.
Okay.
It just is not a comped, right? Like I get that there's the slide cuts in the slide, but it's not a comped gun. It just doesn't feel like that. So number 4 for me is gonna be the SIG.
Was it the snappiness?
Yeah, it was
grip?
super snappy. It's nothing about the grip, right? I'm testing recoil and whether the dot return. I mean, all of these have red dots, so it was nice for me to see, nope, this, and like, oh, okay.
Got it.
So
Number 4.
number 4.
All right.
Actually, next one, I'm surprising myself, is the Shield. Not Shield,
The Springfield Hellcat Pro.
the Hellcat Pro.
Yep.
I never shot this before too, but same thing. It was just a little bit snappy. I don't know if it's because it's a smaller porthole maybe in the barrel. I'm not sure, but that one would be my 3rd choice.
Okay. What's your number 2?
I surprised myself. It's the Glock. I'm not a big Glock fan, so I was actually kind of had fun with this. I've never used one of these before, so it was fun to shoot, fun to return to 0 man. And between these two was really tight. Like it wasn't a big gap. It was like, oh, hard to choose. So Glock was my number 3.
Close second.
Yeah, close
Okay.
second. And then the Smith. And that surprised me because all I did was 0 this when I shot it and then came out here, man. And I'm impressed with what Smith did. It had a nice return to 0 every single time. So I liked it. That's
All right.
my list.
Very, very good. Okay. Let us know if you guys agree with Kenzie or not, obviously. But let's move on to Jason.
All right.
What's your number 4?
Number 4, I'm gonna have to give it to the Glock.
Okay.
That surprised me.
It's very surprising. The Glock, actually, even though we've got a light on here, please don't let that think that it skews stuff. It doesn't. The sights didn't actually track all the way back to 0 for me in my hand. Now, it could be because of the grip size, but if you've noticed, this one's compact grip, but all of those are compact, but yet full size, really in the hand. So I think that played a factor in it. There's this weird recoil impulse that I feel. It's like a chugga, 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 chugga. All right, come back. So it's just kind of weird for me. What did you think
about the muzzle rise on that one?
Yeah.
So the muzzle rise, that's what I'm saying. It's like this weird chugga motion.
Yeah.
I could feel, it's almost like if you sat on a waterbed and you feel
I wonder
the
if we
edge.
shot hotter ammo too. That might work it more because of the comp.
Possibly,
Maybe.
but to me, this one just out of these 4 just fell at the bottom of the pack. So sorry, Ryan. Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
All right. What's your number 3?
Number 3 is actually going to be the Smith & Wesson Carry.
Okay.
Totally whacked.
So it's fun. So here's the thing for me, and the reason why this fell at number 3 was due to the simple fact of You said it tracked fast for you.
Yeah.
I actually had a hard time trying to find it.
What?
I was shooting fast, but I couldn't, like my hands and wrists are locked in, I'm right there, and I was having a hard time finding it. Now, don't get it twisted. This in a full-size frame, I think will shine.
Yeah.
Right? But because this is compact,
True.
This is where it fell.
True.
So,
All right.
All right.
I'm curious about the whole number 2 now.
I know, right?
All right.
number 2 is going to be the 365. I will say this. It might look snappy, but it's not. And I have to say this, Sig, this is not a comp. Okay? It's not a comp. I don't care what you say. Science is science. This is not a
I
comp.
think because it's so small and you have man hands that this was easier to come back for you.
I don't even think so. It is a little snappy right there, but once you get your finger on it, it's actually, it comes back to exactly to where it is. And I'm saying this right now, this is a full-size grip.
Yeah.
Period. So it feels very comfortable in the hand. It feels like a more maneuverable weapon than what it is.
That's 17 round mag capacity.
Correct. So it's a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to this.
And what is your number 1?
I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. The Springfield Hellcat Pro, and the first thing that I said before I even shot this, I hate the grip. Please, Springfield, do something about the grip. It is smooth back here. All of the other Hellcats have extremely aggressive texture, so I don't know where we fell off the train with this one. But I know for a fact that this actually feels a little more blocky in the hand, especially up here, that it actually provided perfect traction back and forth. It might just be very good science where they've done the spring versus the port up here, and everything just works simultaneously. But this gun, number 1, tracked well, felt good in hand, and I had a repeatable shoot.
All right, so let me ask you a very, very interesting point. I want to ask you this.
Yep.
When it comes to felt recoil, okay, would you still say the Glock and the Smith & Wesson felt like a snappier?
Felt snappier for its size. And that's the part that's very surprising for me. Even though technically this is a almost micro carry gun, because I don't know why the grip just fills up my hand so well.
I think it's your hand size in the last 2.
It just works, and it just stays. It's like a laser beam. Yeah,
I did watch you shoot that, and it was a flat.
It was flat. It's the flattest one that I shot, and it was very surprising.
The smaller you go, the more your meaty hands pay off.
I don't know.
I think that's why.
I don't know.
Very, very interesting.
Right. Here,
I
hold on.
wasn't
Tie
expecting
us up.
that. All right, so here is my list, guys. All right, so I went with strictly how that thing just recoiled in my hand, like the impulse of it, right? And number 4 is going to be P365.
Yeah.
All right, the Axe Macro. This thing, again, it's tracked. All these guns tracked just fine for me. I was able to just get back on target pretty good. But this thing was snappy. I feel that it was a violent stop of that slide and then back forward. However, I was able to still make my shots. So I was just going with the feel of it. So this one was a snappier. And the number 3, a very, very close second for me. And it was very close. Like I was like, man, these are actually very similar. But I did feel this was ever so slightly softer. And it was the obviously Hellcat Pro Comp. So that's it. Nothing more to say. The grip was, I agree with you. Again, I'm not judging any of these other stuff because I just wanted to attack, since this is a compensator video, I wanted to go strictly to the whole comp thing. Because everything else, the ergonomics, we talk about all day long, but I know that does translate into follow through shooting experience. I get that, but I wanted to focus on the felt recoil. And this was definitely 3. Grip, Springfield, I agree. You could definitely
improve,
make it more aggressive. Here's the deal. This is where I shot it, I knew what it was. It was so close. Like 9.9 to 10, like that close. And that is going to be number 2, Glock.
No way.
All right, so number 2 was Glock. Now, and I'm gonna explain why this is number 2. To me, felt recoil was about the same. Muzzle rise, like, I think they were exactly the same. I didn't feel anything different. I'm very used to whole Glock frames, everything, right? It tracks really well. Everything felt really good, soft and nice. This Radiant Afterburner, even though this is not an integrated comp, even though this is, guys, this is such a genius, good design. Yeah. Now that's a Glock 45 is like the Glock 19 slide, right? With the Radiant Afterburner, this ends up being a Glock 17 type slide. So if you got a Glock 17 holster, this will actually fit just fine. You don't have to modify, get a new holster. So they did a really good job. It's an add-on, yet we've got a factory gun right there. It performed pretty much exactly the same for me when it comes to muzzle rise. Overall, it was really good. I was able to track that dot the entire time. Now, moving on to my number one, and that's going to be obviously the Smith & Wesson. This thing, the only reason this thing won for me, again, muzzle rise, everything was good. The slide seemed like it was just softer. Glock was, when it was coming down, it coming back to the rear, it was more violent, maybe like, again, it wasn't. I'm just trying to compare it to this. It was kind of hitting a wall, as if this one wasn't really hitting a wall. It was just like slingshot forward. Yeah. Like it was just that weird feeling, but it was softer.
You know, we had the same list.
Yeah, we had exactly the same list. So when you did it, I was like, oh, that's my list, you know? So that's what I'm thinking. And Jason, like, you completely flipped it. Yeah. Hey, this is why this is really
hands is my theory.
No, this is exactly why this is really good. This is exactly why we make these videos, guys, because not everybody is the same. Jason's hands, my hands, Kenzie's hands, they're different. Just the shapes of it, the gun's grip angles are different.
Sure. Yeah.
So that's why there's so many manufacturers out there. That's why we make these videos. It's a very subjective thing. So take everything we say with a grain of salt. Go try them out yourself.
And I'll say this really quick on carry ammo, right? You're going to be probably carrying hollow points through this, maybe plus P, right? So you're talking about 90 grain, probably 115 grain. Comps are meant to be worked, so the hotter the ammo, the actual better that they function. So test out your ammunition before you carry any of these guns, period, in general. But you might be surprised that, 90 grain might fly faster. Maybe you like the 115s, whatever it may be. Check your ammo when you do that, but it can play a factor.
Very good point. And for the love of God, guys, please do train with your carry ammo. Yeah. I understand you can use ball ammo, just get a lot of rounds down range, but please, please, please train with your carry ammo because they behave
differently in every gun.
At least try to match up the grain.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's it, guys. Let us know your thoughts. If you guys agree with us, if you guys want to attack us on this, or let us know what you would pick. If you even have experience with these guns, let us know your thoughts. Guys, you want to add anything else?
Check out cfcontent.com because you could win some, cool stuff maybe over there,
As always, we appreciate your business. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you on the next one.